Okay, so I told you guys that I'm going to tell you guys why I am moving into a smaller space. So this is why I'm moving to virtuality. Most businesses nowadays, not most, but a lot of businesses can operate from just about anywhere from a computer, with the exception of hotels, restaurants, and other real estate businesses. So you don't really need an office. And the move to virtuality is awesome because today I have 5 employees running. Do you see any in the office? Right? None of them are here. None of them are even in the country. Sites like Fiverr, Freelancer, Upwork, these sites where I can grab employees from other areas of the world in their own specialties and use them really has opened my mind to think about how to build an organization and what an office really looks like. So my online office in my head looks like my inbox, and I deal with all my contractors there. So I promise you guys I was going to tell you guys why I don't think you need an office, but I'm also going to expand on this. So give me 1 second. I actually put something on the whiteboard here that I want to show you guys. And here we go. So I put together a list. Let me get on the other side of this. I put together a list, and this list is what I like to call your credibility pack. And I left number 1 open. But this is a list of things that a lot of people think that they need. So I got business cards on there, letterheads, websites, business plans, office, signage, t-shirts. These are things that they give you a perceived value of credibility, right? When you show up and you have a business plan, it makes your business that much more credible. Or if you have an office and somebody shows up, you think it makes it that much more credible. But I have number 1 up here, and if you notice I left it blank, I want you guys to kind of guess for a second. I'll tell you guys what number 1 is for credibility in a second, as far as a business and a startup is concerned. But my point is, you don't need an office, right? In this world of growing technology, if you look at video number 1 that I put up, you'll see that I purchased all my land. I started all my businesses from my room, in my house, and I ended up growing to this office because I needed it at the time, and then really reworking my game plan to make sure that I don't ever need it. That way I can always work virtually. But back to this credibility thing really quick, which will really sum up what I'm trying to say about not needing an office, is your number 1 credibility is a customer. All of this goes away. People ask you for your business card. Hey, do you have a fax number? Hey, can I visit you at your office? All of that goes out. None of that matters. You're going to be working in a closet. As long as you have customers, these guys are your biggest credibility, right? So the talking stops when you have a customer, right? I can tell you I have a nice fancy office. At the end of the day, they're always going to ask the same question. Well, if they're smart and if they're doing due diligence, they're going to ask the same question. Have you worked with anyone else? Can you show me some of your work? And that becomes your biggest credibility. None of this other stuff matters. It doesn't matter at all. And for you technology companies, a lot of you guys don't need office space. It's an ego thing. It's kind of like a business card. You don't feel complete without it. A lot of you guys don't need office space. And some of you guys that are operating businesses don't need an office space either. And you just can't think out of the box quick enough to understand that. You guys don't need an office space. So virtual work, I'm a big proponent of it. I love it. I think that there's a lot of freelancers. I've said it time and time and again that if you're looking for the smartest person in the room to do any job, so if in all my companies, if I need someone to do SEO and I need someone to program a website and I need another guy to build cabins on some of our properties, I always say that the smartest guy in the room or the smartest guy that you need, the best person for the job is probably not in your town. He's probably not even in your state. And the internet really gives you the ability to open up and find those contractors or find those people throughout the world. And if you can link those parties together without having to be under one umbrella of real estate, under one physical space like an office, your margins are going to go through the roof and your efficiencies are going to go through the roof, which makes you guys more money. So that's the reason why I got a smaller office. It's really just a storage space. I'm trying to get rid of, I'm phasing out all the physical real estate as far as working. I still like it as an investment. But as far as working, I'm going to all virtual. So you can only find me online. And if you're going to meet with me, maybe I'll rent an office or maybe I'll rent a conference room if that's necessary. But 9 times out of 10, it's not even necessary. It's really an old school way of thinking. So again, the number 1 thing that makes you guys credible, customers. Get your first customer and all this other stuff doesn't matter, right? All this other stuff, it will just start phasing away. Now, again, some businesses are real estate intensive, restaurants, hotels, campground. You can't run a campground without land, right? But for the rest of them, all this other stuff is just for show. It's just for show. So that's why I'm getting rid of my office. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Follow along on my journey as an entrepreneur as I grow, scale my business, and we'll talk again soon next time.